What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Overdose. I'm your host, Don Jaye. Today, I'm joined with a lot of special guests. A packed house tonight. Starting from my left, introduce yourself and your relationship status.
Michael Carey.
Oops, my bad.
I wasn't told I was doing stunts out here tonight.
Make sure you guys talking to the microphone.
Michael Carey and
No, the microphone got to be close to you.
they can hear me.
Oh, they can?
Yeah.
I don't have headphones.
You gotta put it a little closer.
There you go.
You needed that close.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good job.
Michael Carey and dating.
Okay.
My name is Ina Krivoy. I came from Eastern Europe, from Moldova.
Okay. All right.
I'm Jazz. I'm currently single and dating.
Currently single and dating?
Yes.
Okay.
I do what
Miko, and I am recently engaged.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I am Lily, and I am married.
Okay.
Alyssa, and I'm also married.
Gab.
Gabrielle, and I'm married.
I am Chris, and I am single.
Okay.
I'm Ellie, and I'm single and dating.
All right. So we're going to start with on this side with Mike. Has someone you weren't initially attracted to been able to win you over? If so, how?
No,
No? Why is that?
just didn't happen.
They can't like build up their rapport with you?
It's not about that. It's about the initial chemistry, and if it's just not there, it's no forcing it.
Okay. Okay. And you?
I also didn't mention that I'm dating.
Okay.
I've been in a relationship for 20 years with one man,
Damn.
my husband. Yeah, and
So you're married?
I was married. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm almost divorced. Like the process is just too long. But yeah.
Has someone that you ever dated in the past built up their, like, I guess, attraction towards you?
Has someone? Sorry.
Has someone built up their attraction towards you? Let's say like someone talked to you and you didn't like them at first.
Oh, no.
But after time, oh no.
This would not work.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
I definitely think that first impressions are made like within the first 10 seconds that you meet someone.
Uh-huh.
So if they come off a certain way and you don't like the way that they come off, then I wouldn't continue talking to them or I wouldn't continue having interactions with them. But there has been times where like people have, warmed up to me and I feel like they show more of their personality and they're one way when you first meet them and then another way when they're actually around them for more time.
Okay.
And yeah, I feel like people, I could definitely warm up to someone.
So it was the personality that won you over?
She's
Yes.
a real one.
Okay. Okay.
No.
No? Not at all. So as soon as if you're not attracted to them, you're just not attracted to them.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. It's kind of just not face value, but it's just you can kind of tell.
Uh-huh.
It just
Okay.
no warm-ups, no warm-ups.
It's gonna be a no for me as well. I
Damn.
think you have to have a certain level of attraction to somebody to even really give them the time of day to even get to know them.
Really? Okay.
Damn.
You're the only one.
So damn. I actually have met somebody and I'm like, not my type. I do not like this guy. And I found out that I got to know their personality and it was much better. But I do recall one time I was looking at him. I was like, damn, this fool's ugly.
Okay.
So,
Damn.
no.
All right. Yeah.
Damn.
And then talk into the microphone for me.
Okay. Yes. Wait, can you repeat the question?
Has
I just want to clarify.
No, I got you. Has anyone ever, I guess, built up attraction over time with you? Like initially you was like, they're not really my type, but over time of you getting their personality or whatever, they progress in life, that you was like, okay, I'm attracted to this person.
Yes, most definitely. I feel like the more you look at someone, the more attractive they become, or like the more you get used to their features, and it makes it okay. But definitely, I like to feel people out because I don't know what I want.
Damn.
And then I just get the feeling like actually I do want that or I don't.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what I want.
Chris.
I'm going to say yes. I feel like as a guy, there's definitely been females that I started off as friends, and like over time, you can get that attraction to them. And at first, I may have not felt that attraction, but becoming friends with them and then learning about that female, I felt myself attracted to them. So I feel like yes,
Really?
over time things can change when it comes to friendships and even different people.
Okay.
The first man I've heard
I was about to say you
that.
were one of the first men that ever said that. I ain't gonna. Well, I don't know about real man,
I'm
but
dead.
anyway.
Hater.
Ellie.
No, because and I always say this, if I just kind of feel out the vibe around people and I already feel it just it's not for me. Like I just like if it's not instantly there the first time, there's no way that you can get me to like you. Like I just have to, it just has to be there kind of mutually, and that's how I just take things.
Okay, got you. All right, we got a super chat. He just says, he just sends a super chat. Black Trunks, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Ellie, we want to start on that side. Your partner has yet to post you on social media, but post about their job, dog, and family. Would this bother you? Explain.
Everybody has what they want to share on social media, so I wouldn't really care.
Okay. So even if he was posting everything else, but he wasn't posting you, you wouldn't care.
Well, what's the social media? I mean, what's
It's a personal social media. He just talks about, he shares his dogs, his family, his friends, but he does not post you. What the fuck? Like, really? You gotta think about it?
I don't know, actually. 'Cause I don't
Yeah.
really care about
I'm about to sub you out for Maria. Maria wanna join this shit.
No, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't give my attention to something like that. It's just not worth it.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Chris?
I'm more of a private guy, so like I actually like until I got engaged to that woman, I feel like social media wouldn't need to know about her unless it's close friends. Because if you're a close friend of mine, then at that point I'm gonna tell you about her. So you're gonna see her in my life, you're gonna see her around me. But if you're just social media, I feel like sometimes people can let that social media dictate and also influence your relationship. So I wouldn't want to put my significant other in that position based off somebody's, random opinion that follows me.
Good job.
Okay. Get.
I just have one question.
Yeah.
Why?
Ooh, talk to him.
Why are you not posting me on your social media? Like, can we have a discussion about it?
He wants to keep it private. I don't know. He
She.
wants to keep it private.
But why? Like, you just don't want people to know, or like, I just want to know. Is there a possibility that you're fishing for other people on your social media? Are you, you want some DMs from somebody else? Or like, I know some people, they feel like they're protective over their significant others. And I guess I understand that. But, I just really why.
Okay, so just more context for
we
you.
need a conversation about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you.
Well, for me, I'm a very private person, and I use my social media for work. So it wasn't until I got married that I posted my husband, and we knew each other for a long time, But personally, I wouldn't make it a big deal because I don't really like to let people know who I'm with. People are nosy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want anyone in my business.
Okay.
I think for me, it depends on how long we've been together. If we just started dating,
And can you talk to the microphone for me? There you
Sorry.
go.
Yeah, if we just started dating, no, I don't really. Honestly, I think it's a little weird if we
Okay.
just started talking
And
and,
you just
you're
start
ready.
posting. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's too much. Like I wouldn't do that because I don't know where this is going yet. We're still getting to know each other. We're in the very initial step. But if we've been together for years, and it's almost like avoidant, like if you're posting your dog, your family, your friends, we're all hanging
not
out,
you.
I'm there, but you're not me, then yeah, it would raise some questions and some red flags. Like, okay, are you doing this intentionally? And then why? Okay, if you're trying to protect me, okay, I get it to an extent, but at the same time, it's like, are you ashamed? Are you trying to hide something? Are you trying to keep a door open for other opportunities? And if that's the case, then maybe we shouldn't be in a committed relationship if that's where we're at.
Okay. Talk to me.
I'm in between. I'm like both of these answers right here because I'm private. I don't need anybody. I believe in evil eye. So it's just like if I'm posting too much into my life, misery likes company, they'll pry or whatever. But then on the other end of a spectrum, I've posted a significant other and then I got the woman to woman text after. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a PTSD type thing.
I got you.
So it's like I'm in between that, but as of right now, like I keep my personal life private, my professional life private, and I just post like fun things. If he happens to be in like a story or like in a shot that I want to post, I'll post it. I have no problem with that, but I'm very selective because of those two extremes that's happened. So
Okay.
Can I add on to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I really like what you were saying. I feel like if you're happy, then can't nobody do nothing.
And then talk to the microphone for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you're happy, can't nobody do anything about it. Like, if you're happy, if everything is going good, like, if you and your significant other are solid, then it doesn't matter who's looking or who's prying or who's trying because y'all are good, y'all are solid. That's just how I feel personally.
Anything to add?
So that?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody's entitled to her opinion. So yeah, that's gonna be her opinion, of course.
Okay.
I just, in my same sense, I don't like prying eyes. I don't like to be perceived by anybody. So I don't want my significant other to be perceived either.
Oh, can I chime in?
Yeah.
Okay, so I
This is a
think
discussion. Y'all go ahead and talk. Y'all can talk over. Like, come on.
when you said, you know, you do believe in evil eye and that, you know, misery loves company, I do think to an extent that is true. You know, sometimes people feel like they can create an opportunity, and sometimes people are just malicious. Like, I've literally genuinely met people who just wanted to do harmful things to your relationship just because they felt like they could.
So then what if your guy says, I don't want none of that. I want everything to be private. I don't want nobody to, you know, come after what I, you know, care about.
Like I said, I understand, and if we have a discussion,
It needs to be discussion,
then
exactly.
yeah, maybe I can empathize with that and understand that, because I do try to be private about some aspects of my relationship and my marriage, but at the same time, it's like my marriage, we're so engulfed into each other and what we do, like, and I'm so proud of the partner I've chosen. Yeah, you know, it's not, and also, you know, I have a private account and I have a account where it's public and where I share my work and other things that I do, and you know, I do try to keep it separate, you know. So
I got you. And then you?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if I feel like that them posting me is going to be, you know, sabotaging our relationship, I feel like they shouldn't have to feel pressure to post me or, you know, publicize our relationship.
Yeah.
And especially if we're just starting out, like dating, like, then they shouldn't feel the need to post everything that we do together. And even if they are posting their dogs and we're together, like if my foot is in the picture, like I don't mind that, you know, like, but just posting me like publicly, like, yeah.
Also, you don't want that.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want someone to feel like they need to post me just because they want to publicize their relationship. I mean, if they're okay with keeping it private, and I'm okay with keeping it private, then I respect that decision. Like I don't feel the need to be posted.
Okay.
May I chime in?
What about you? When it comes to social media, you dating someone, they posting everything else, but they not posting you.
I wouldn't mind that.
Oh, you wouldn't mind that?
No, I would give a space to my partner, whatever he wants to do with his social media. I'm for it.
Okay. The fuck? All right, what about you?
I keep it private.
You keep it private?
Especially in my line of work, yeah.
Okay, got you. So everything, basically, you just want to keep the relationship, all that private?
Yeah, if we got to a point where we're serious, I'd create a separate profile for my friends and family and then introduce her to them on that.
Okay. Quiet on set. All right, and then I'm going to start with you with the next question. Does body count matter?
No.
Hold on. Move the microphone closer to it, because I know they keep complaining about that.
No.
It doesn't?
No.
Not in the slight. So let's say she had, I don't
want to know.
Oh, you don't want to know at all?
Period.
That's none of my business.
Okay.
That's the past. I'm here. Just the present. I dwell in the moment, not there.
Okay. Talk to me. If you got anything else? All right. What about you? Does body count matter for like a guy?
I never ask. Why would I?
Okay. All right. It's a lot of, y'all don't care about here.
I mean, it's good to know. It's always like a first question that, I mean, not even a first question. It's like something that comes up in conversation. It's like, how many people have you been with? And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. But it's always good to know. Like,
go ahead. Talk to me.
Why would you stir up an argument for no reason?
No, and it's not even about arguing. It's about knowing, you know, being involved with other person's, like.
As long as they touch clean, what does it matter?
It's okay to touch clean.
You can't erase it.
No, you can't.
But then all you can do is change your perception of the person you're interested in.
I don't think it necessarily changes your perception.
Any number he gives you is wrong.
No, it's not. I mean, personally,
Hey, he's speaking fast right now.
no, it
Any
doesn't.
number he gives you is going to be a bad number.
There's
gonna be bigger
certain
than
people that
yours.
exaggerate, and then there's certain people that
And so
tell
in
you a
either
lower
way,
number.
he's either going to lie to save the hurt and the argument,
Yeah.
or he's going to say the truth and you're not going to like it. Either way, it's not going to come out
I
good.
can handle the truth, like
The
if
number's
they're-
going to be bigger than yours, right? So then why
Always.
would you want to know? It's only extra
just always
stress you
something-
don't need. As
it's
long as they
something that
test
they
clean, you
ask, you know?
good. If they ask, tell mind their own business. That
No,
was
and then
them.
it's always the guy that asks first. He'll be like,
Tell him,
like,
shut
"Oh,
up."
what's your body count?" Yeah, personally, I feel like it's always the man that asks
I don't
first.
have-
Tell him
know
it's
none
none
of
of
my
his
guys
business. It's none
It
of his
really
business.
isn't.
Tell him that. Put him in his place with that.
Man, they're not trying to hear that shit.
Let's go. All right. Does body count matter?
Oh,
I've
me?
never been asked such a question.
Oh, damn. It to me,
Yes.
I'm not asking because I'm gonna see red after it, regardless of the number. So I understand what you're saying over there, but it is when it comes to you, it is an opinion. It is a conversation that some people do like to have. And if you're gonna be in a relationship with somebody, you have to have open communication. So there's gonna have to be that open conversation, whether it's hurt or not, and you're gonna have to release that information at one point.
Why? Why is it relevant?
Because that's something that they want to ask, so they can ask
But
it.
why is it relevant? It only complicates any situation.
For you.
For anyone.
For you.
I would venture to guess for anyone, because unless the woman
Well, that's
really
an
wants to get
assumption, though, isn't it?
It
so
is.
for her, it's not an assumption. It's a real
started.
conversation with her. So if she wants to ask that, she can. And if he wants to answer it truthfully or not, it's still a conversation. That's all she's saying.
And what if he doesn't want to answer?
Then he doesn't answer, but it's still a conversation.
My question for you would be: is there a number that's too high? Let's say you was actually feeling somebody, and I'm talking about like
One.
you would one.
See?
I'm kidding. It doesn't, but that's
Damn, like he can't have one body.
one is too much.
He can't have one body.
That's the thing. It's none of it's in my opinion, it's none of my business because I'm gonna see red regardless.
Gotcha.
So I don't want to know, but if she wants to know, if he wants to know, if they want to know, they can.
Oh, you're
and they
speaking
can,
from other people's perspectives. What you're
yeah,
saying.
because
Okay.
like my opinion is my opinion.
Okay.
Other people's opinions are other people's opinions. So it's not just about being like biased or anything. It's just like if someone wants to ask that question, have that conversation, they can.
Okay.
With me, I don't give a damn because
So
I
if
don't want
someone
to
asks you
know.
that question, you would be honest with them and
Hell
answer
yeah,
it?
I'm gonna be honest with them. If they want to be upset about it, they can be. But
Okay.
but that's their opinion to ask that. And if they want that conversation, I'm willing because I'm straightforward with that. Some people aren't.
Okay.
And that's when the people come in and say like a wrong number or whatever,
Yeah.
say feelings. But it's still a conversation that some people desire to have, and it's still right.
Okay.
Okay, I don't think body count matters. Do I want to know? Probably not. I
Okay.
probably don't want to know. If my partner was to ask me, I would probably be like, "Are you sure you want to know?"
No, yeah.
And then if they're
And he says he's sure. I want to know the real
then
number.
yeah, but I would expect for my husband to also tell me the same thing, you
Yeah.
know, and to also be honest with me, because if we're creating a space of honesty and openness, then vulnerability, because
Yeah.
that is a vulnerable thing to say, because you don't know how your partner's
good
gonna
word.
react.
True.
Vulnerability.
You know, is he gonna feel some kind of way? Am I gonna feel some kind of way? But then it's like if we've created a space where it's a safe space where we're not gonna judge each other and we're gonna forgive each other beyond that, then yeah, okay. But would I initiate that? No, because I might not like that answer, you know? And then now I have to deal with the consequence of, well, now I have to get over it because I asked something I knew I wasn't gonna like.
Yeah.
So-
is there a number that's too high for you? Let's say you was feeling somebody, you was dating them, and he said some crazy number. Is there a crazy number that's too high for you?
Yeah, I think so. I think if we start getting to the point where you're just like sleeping around with people just for the sake of sleeping around with them, I might start considering like, are you searching to fill a void?
So it's an action voice versus a number. Is there a certain number?
No, not
Okay.
really. Like I
Okay.
said, it would be more based off of like, okay, are you literally just trying to break some kind of record, or like,
Yeah,
are you
I
just
got
sleeping
He's
around?
trying
for-
to get his thing.
yeah, like then I start asking deeper questions, like, are you okay?
Yeah,
Like, is your like
Well, hold on.
what
I
happened
got-
to you?
I don't want to make this shit too long, but why does it have to be he's not okay if he just wants to have sex with different women?
It's reckless.
Because I
What
think
if he's
that
safe and he
like
wraps up?
what kind of void are you trying to build?
What if it's
like,
no void? He
like-
just enjoys sex with different women.
Then you're probably a sex addict. Then
How
you're
is that a
probably
problem?
then you're
Hey, what if
probably a
it's
sex addict, and then I can probably not fulfill you as a partner. So
How are you? Hold on, no. How are you a sex addict? Just because you want to have
you're telling
multiple
me like
partners?
you just want to keep having sex just for the sake of having
Don't
sex.
you want to have sex?
I mean, everybody wants to have sex, but
Okay.
we're all
So
looking
hurt
for
in
a
the
bond
comments.
as well. No, like
What if he's not looking for a bond at that point?
then I'm thinking he's just a sex addict. Like you're just
Okay, this is what I'm getting at.
Full circle.
Why is it that if a guy wants to have sex with multiple people, he's a sex addict or he got to fill a
because
void
you're
or et
telling
cetera?
me it
his
has to be
job.
this extremely high number where he's just going around like slinging his dick
be a
around
porn star.
just to get off. Like, you know, I mean, yeah, if he's a porn star, then okay, it's your career. You know, you're a porn star. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would start evaluating like the situation. I'm like, okay, are you okay? Like,
Okay.
is your psyche
I'm gonna
okay?
touch on this later, but I'm definitely gonna touch on it because what you're doing is using the female lens on what a man wants to do.
Ooh, I
You
cannot
think
wait.
that if a guy is going around having sex with multiple people, that something's wrong because if you did that, something may be wrong with you.
I would think it's wrong with anybody. Like,
Nah.
you're just trying to get off. Like,
It's the assumption. Like,
at this point, like, you're just like masturbating at this point.
They don't call it
Like, you're not having any type of connection to this person, no
Okay.
kind of intimacy to this person. You don't care about it. Like, you're a human being. You also feel things. You're also attracted to people. You also build a connection. Like, if you're telling me you don't care about any of that,
Yeah.
like, I really,
But what if he does
I
care
might.
about that? He just cares about that with different people. Is what I'm
That's
saying.
fine. That's
Okay.
fine. But you're telling me if I think this extreme number, if I'm thinking about this extreme number, I'm thinking in the hundreds. Like you
Okay.
sleeping with hundreds and hundreds of people.
Yeah.
Unless you're a porn star, then it doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
And I want to understand why. You know, like that's what I said. I would start asking the questions like, why is that something that you want? Is
Okay.
it something like that you're looking for that you're not finding in this? Like, is it a high that you get out of this? You know? So yeah, I would start questioning where that source of desire for this constant
I like how you changed the words
person.
up. All right. Hold on. We got some super chats before I get to Alyssa. Black Tron says body count matters. Thank you for that super chat. Quiet on set. I don't want to hear no noise. All right. Black sends a super chat. He says men care about body count because it reflects purity. Having a body count also shows a irresponsible lifestyle. What are y'all thoughts on that? Or no thoughts? No thoughts?
No
All right.
thoughts.
Alyssa.
Anyways, personally, I would want to know.
You want to know.
Yeah, I
Okay.
do want to know because, like she was saying, like if I'm gonna be in a relationship with somebody, I want to be able to be vulnerable with this person. I want them to be able to be vulnerable with me, and I want to know what all comes with this person. You know, so yeah, I do want to know, even if I don't like it. I just want to know the truth.
Okay. And if he asks you, you will be honest and tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Gap.
Body count does not matter. And
Ooh.
Let me put my female lens on it.
Talk to me.
Honestly, like somebody over there was saying, if the tests come out clean, if you are clean, you know, you don't have any type of STDs, STIs. I really feel like the higher the body count, the better they are at sex. Like, I really feel that way. And from somebody who, I mean, my male body count is not very high, but my female body count is pretty high. And I feel like it really gives me some insight.
Is that?
Like, I really
Inside.
I really feel like it's made me better.
Okay.
It's made me better.
So if you dating someone and they ask you your body count, would you be honest in telling
Of
your
course.
body count?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I hope they appreciate how far I got. Like,
How much experience points you got?
I am.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, I hope you understand.
I
like,
put in
what
experience in this.
I got experience.
I got you. All right. Go ahead, Chris.
So I feel like the number doesn't matter. Now I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, talk to me.
Now, I'm just gonna give you an age. 12 years old. I lost my virginity.
Damn.
Now, at that young, that's starting out young. So you know what? That's already one body at 12 years old. But
Yeah.
you know what?
That's young.
That's just certain people were different. And at the same time,
Somebody said victim.
and so, but at the same time though, I don't feel like the body count really matters because, you know what? Like, let's say my girl was a stripper. Let's say that she did sex work.
Okay.
If
You would
she's
actually date a girl that did sex work, first of all?
You know what? Hey, if she was really about that bag and we had an understanding,
Wow.
Okay.
I would date a girl that did sex work.
Okay, now continue. Go ahead.
I'm just comfortable with myself as a man.
What's that?
Look. I'm just comfortable with myself as a man to know that like I will still lay it down and she will still come back home with me.
Got you.
So
Okay.
it's like at the
Talk
end of
that
the day,
talk. I hear you talking that talk.
So like, hey, like you know what? If we making the money, then that's all it is. I'm about my hustle.
Okay.
So
The man has confidence.
exactly. So
Ew, that's
you know
nasty.
what?
That's
Hey.
nasty.
Hold on.
Usher,
Yeah,
I
you
don't-
speak.
hey, but at
He
the
said that's
same
called sharing.
That's all that is.
Unsolicited.
That's
to him,
sharing.
Mike. Talk to him, Mike.
But going back to the original question, when it comes to body count, I feel like different people start at different times.
Okay.
But that doesn't determine the person with their body count. If anything, like with her, like I feel like experience can make a difference, and I feel like I've met some really interesting people in my lifetime, and sexually, like it's helped me experience different things, and that's how you grow as a person. And so if you don't really grow, you'll be really you'll be limited at a level.
Okay.
And so, not to say that you just got to go out and just fuck every weekend, but at the same time, like if you want to have different partners in different situations, you got to live in the moment. Like, you know,
I know not to hook you up with my friends.
I'll hook you up with my friends. Don't worry.
Yeah, she got you, bro.
All right, hold on. Before we go to the next person,
Her friends like
Ross,
other
he says a
girls, so
super
he's
chat.
stuck.
He's what'd you say?
I said her friends like other girls, so he's kind of stuck on that one.
Facts.
Hey.
Not my friends like men.
Oh,
Like
okay.
men like him.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Anyway, body count matters because it's a woman's resume. Finances and security are a man's. A woman applies to be a wife and a mother, and her past tells all. Does anybody have anything to say on that?
So does yours.
Okay,
People change.
true. That is true. Okay, Ellie,
Okay, which question am I answering?
you answered the original question, which is,
original
does
one.
body count matter?
Body count matter. It does not. But bits and pieces of what everyone said, it doesn't matter. It's none of my business. If the test come out clean, it's all good. But then Alyssa caught me on that one where she would want to know just to be curious and know who you're working with. I mean, that could be a conversation that comes up if it comes up, but I'm not gonna force a conversation. If I'm like, I'm just curious, and we just have a conversation.
Okay. And if a guy asks you, would you be honest in telling him?
I would, because I mean, if you're lying at this age, come on. It's just so stupid.
Period.
It's just-
Her.
If you're gonna have the conversation, don't do it halfway.
Right.
Half-ass it.
Okay. All right. Do you think, and we're going to start with Ellie on this one. Do you think it's okay for a woman to show her body on the internet if she is in a relationship? Explain.
Yeah. It should have already been like a discussion or like a realization that this is like what you do or like this is how you met this person.
Uh-huh.
If it's for art, if it's for modeling.
Let's say it's not for art, it's not for modeling, it's not for you getting paid type of thing.
If it's anything that you were doing before the person that's not jeopardizing either of your guys' opinions about each other, if it's something that you already know that you're both saying that it's like fine, then I think that's fine. Now,
Okay.
if it just depends on like what kind of reasoning this person might not want you to post your body the way
Okay.
you do it.
Hey, so if you was dating a person, they was like, hey, I don't want you to post sexy photos or, do anything of that nature, would you be like, nah, I'm just going to do what I do? Or you just be like, okay, that's cool.
I mean, yeah, that's cool. You don't want me to, but I mean, I'm not doing anything crazy.
Okay.
Like personally, and like if it was like realistic, I don't do anything crazy, so I'd be like, no, I'm not stopping.
Okay. Gotcha. Go ahead, Cree.
So I wouldn't care because I mean I personal train, so like I'm very comfortable with my body. I mean I'll post pictures of like my abs and like my upper body all the time.
Let's
so
see.
like if like
Who said that?
so like if my girl if let's say if she worked out and she wanted to post out if she wanted to post her body in like a bikini, like I would be proud of that. Like I would want to encourage.
Okay, she's in a bikini. She's on the sink and with her ass on the sink. You cool? You cool with that?
You know what? Hey, if she got the ass, she got the ass. So I'm gonna let her show it.
The cheeks.
Like I'm confident.
Okay.
She's my girl. Like I don't really care what people say because at the end of the day, it's social media. Like I said, I have girls that comment on my abs, comment on my body, but at the same time, I don't let that affect me.
Okay.
So I feel like she would be the same type of person to where that she could be used to these comments, this attention, but at the same time, at the end of the day, she's my girl. So I wouldn't personally care what she posted because she's come back on to me. So
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
just,
What was the question?
I need the fucking sound effect. If you were in a relationship, is it okay for your person to be posting like attention-seeking, sexy photos, and it's not for like financial gain?
Why are they attention seeking? Because they're sexy, or are they attention seeking? It's like what? Like.
Well, the example I just gave is like I just said, the girl posting her ass, she's on the sink. That iconic photo that most of these girls do.
I don't see that necessarily as attention seeking.
Okay, got you.
But I mean, I don't have a problem with it. Like, hopefully, like she sends me even better ones.
Okay. Okay. Alyssa.
Oh shit. I think I've talked to you about this before. I think women post for women. You know, I think we post for women, or we're post. It's never for the men, girl. Honestly.
Where's my camera?
I could care less.
Trent,
I could
where's
care
my camera?
less.
Okay.
I could care
Go ahead.
less.
Okay, so the question is, should you care
Yeah.
what your partner posts?
Would you care? Yeah.
Would I care personally?
Yeah. Also,
not
the
really.
opposite question is, if you was posting something and he was like, "Hey, I don't want you posting this specific type of photos," would you also be like, "Okay, I won't," or would you say, "Fuck you," type shit?
It's kind of hard for me because I know my husband wouldn't try to control what I promote, but at the same time, I do respect his opinion and what he has to say in our partnership. So if he told me, I don't feel comfortable with this, I would probably be like, okay, why do you not feel comfortable with? And if I feel like I understand where he's coming from and he's doing it from a protective state point, maybe I would be like, okay, fine, we don't have, it's not really worth, like, whatever gain I think I'm gonna get out of this is not worth me having an argument with my partner or them feeling any kind of way, you know, about it. But I know my husband, and I know he wouldn't ask me to do that, but I'm also not the type of person to be broadcasting my
stuff.
So, but in other people's relationship, I think it's up to that partnership. You know, and it's up to them to decide.
Okay, got you. Thanks.
I wouldn't really care. It just is too much energy to kind of invest in that, and vice versa. I know there's a respect factor, obviously, on both ends, and my partner, he respects what I do with my body, like what I wear. If anything, he's wanting me to wear something that flatters me and shows me off a little bit, and I'm more on the modest side. So it's, to me, I don't care if he posts anything. Obviously not.
Okay, so you
like
don't even
triple
have those
X
problems to begin with,
rated.
is what you're saying.
Like,
okay.
No.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely don't think that it's for attention, or like it's that a lot of women do it for attention. Like that thing that they're saying that it has to be for attention. It's not necessarily for that. It's like, if you're proud of something, then you should be able to show it off, and it shouldn't have to be an argument that you have with your significant other. Like, if they have a mutual respect for you, then they'll be able to see past that and not think that it's in a negative, you know, sense that you're trying to do it for other people approval. Like, it's for your own, you know, self, and that you're able to show off your body, or like be proud of yourself.
Okay.
And it's not necessarily just to seek other people's approval.
Okay, now what if you was posting specific type of photos and your guy that you was dating seriously was like, "Hey, I don't like these types of photos. Could you take them down, or they make me uncomfortable, or etc." Would you change that?
I personally wouldn't.
Damn.
I mean, I feel like, you know, I value their opinion. I value like them having an opinion over, you know, certain things in a relationship. But if that's something that I was already doing and I was already posting those kind of pictures, then they should, you know that that's something that's going to be part of the relationship, and that they have to accept.
I think you and Ellie said this, and I got to push back on that. So you saying when you get into a relationship, you want things to be mostly the same?
Yes, I feel like they should already, you know, have that expectation going in, that, you know, you have this mutual respect that this person's already doing that thing, and that's, you know, how they are, then you accept them how they are,
Okay,
and
so
like,
I have a
not
question.
try to change them.
Aren't you different when you're in a relationship versus when you're single? So wouldn't you change if you get into a relationship? So I'm so confused when you and Ellie said that, because it makes me personally, it makes no sense. When you get in a relationship, you will change. You probably won't go out as much. You won't fuck as many bitches if you're a guy. If you're a woman, you won't fuck as many random dudes. You will change.
But it's different posting that, you know, it's different when you're posting, and it's not like you're having conversations with people. It's not like you're interacting with them and entertaining their, you know, visions of you. It's like, that's something that's for you, and it's something that was already present in the relationship, and it shouldn't be like an argument that you have.
Okay, got you. Okay.
Personally,
I saw you in the back. Were you about to say something? You was about to say something, Gabby?
yes. I didn't say that on my answer to the question, but if my significant other said, take it down or don't post it, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't post it?
I wouldn't, no.
Okay.
I just wouldn't, just because I respect our relationship more than I care about social media or
I'm good.
what they looking like, or, you know.
Okay.
None of that stuff matters. If my significant other, if they don't like it, it makes them uncomfortable. It's like, what really matters?
Okay. All right. And then for you? Does posting, if you had a guy and he was like, you was posting specific type of photos and he said, hey, I don't want you posting these photos, would you not post those photos?
Well, first of all, I would like him to know that I'm a big motivation for many women.
Okay.
As I'm a health coach and nutritionist, so I do post such pictures, not sexual ones, but so many women do text me, and some of them are friends of mine right now, and they tell me that, Ina, you changed my life, you changed my body, and I didn't do anything. You know, all they did were just looking at me, and they thought, okay, she has 2 kids, she's over 30, okay, and she can do it, I can do it too. So they see it as motivation, and I think it's a great thing.
Okay, so you post more about a motivation type
and
okay.
for business too. The same for him. If it's business motivation or
then you wouldn't care.
It's not selling the body. That's I don't care. Yeah, okay. It will even bring more for us.
Okay. Talk to me.
Considering my professions, then yeah, I mean, stuntman, actor, model.
Yeah.
That comes with the territory. If she's making money doing it, that's how I met her.
Okay.
She's supposed to feel free.
Yeah.
If she's doing it just for likes and comments, that is for attention. I don't care how you twist it. If you want it just for you, then it's between you and your man. You don't need the attention of the village. If you need the attention of the village, one man's never enough. Mm-hmm. So no, if she's posting, here's my thong and I'm sitting on the sink, we gotta talk.
Yeah.
Because you're thirsty.
I would agree.
If my attention's not enough, then go be with them. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Say less. All right. We got some super chats. Dion says, can't act single in a relationship. Facts. Black sends another super chat. He says, posting fitness photos is different than bra and panties. Men are not okay with it because it reflects his honor and family status. It's not insecurity. Did anybody have anything to say?
I actually do have something to say about that.
Go ahead.
Let's peel this apart. So I get that when you're in a relationship with somebody, especially if you're married to somebody, that person is almost like a representation of you everywhere you go. Mm-hmm. So obviously when I go out, I wouldn't want to disrespect my husband or make my husband look stupid. But I grew up knowing that, like, my dad used to tell me, like, I don't want to hear something about something that you did from somebody else. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you did something, let me know that you did that. Yeah. So with that mentality and taking that into a relationship, I'm like, okay, like, obviously I would feel embarrassed if somebody came up to my husband and be like, oh, your wife is out here doing this and that. Yeah. So I get that, but I feel like there's a certain extent of being your own person and still being a representation of your significant other.
Okay, then let me just ask you straight up. Let's say you posted a photo. He says he doesn't like it. He's uncomfortable with it. But you think it doesn't matter. I mean, not it doesn't matter, but it's not over the top or whatever. Would you take it down?
No.
Damn.
I think for you as well, though, you're a model and you can involve in your modeling.
And then put the microphone close.
Sorry. I know that you're a model. So for you, it's like, you can take different types of photography and you see it as art, or maybe that photographer saw it as art. And for you, it's not something that you're doing just for attention, but it's part of your job, right? Yeah. But like somebody like myself or somebody who's not a model, like if I started posting stuff like that, my husband might start looking at me like, okay, what's going on? Facts, yeah. And he maybe would tell me like, I do feel uncomfortable with that, because there is certain part of our intimacy.
And then would you take it down if he says that?
Yeah, I would.
You would?
I would, okay. Because there is a part of our intimacy that it's part of us, like he can have naked pictures of me all he wants, mm-hmm. but it's not for everybody, you know?
Okay.
So,
another super chat. Jesus says, invest in Chewy and crypto. Take advice from fishermen, never fish. Fatty sends another super chat. He says, I post photos. Wait, what the fuck? I post photos with my dick print on IG for
Why
me.
aren't you using eggplant instead of a corn? Must be
okay there, buddy. All right. 2 more questions and we out this thing. We're going to start this way, Mike. What's your view on gender roles in a relationship? Because I want to spice things up. I want to... You know what I mean?
It's not spicy already.
Nah, yo, very quiet over here.
I'm traditional.
You're traditional, okay.
Yeah. Man
So-
is the man, woman's the woman.
Okay, in the sense of that, like the man is like the security provider type of thing?
Security, provider, the leader makes the final decision
Okay.
after consulting.
Okay.
So her input is definitely necessary.
Uh-huh.
Final decision, yeah.
But you think that gender roles do exist and it shouldn't be like...
Absolutely. It's like
Okay.
a company.
Okay.
You can't have everybody doing everybody's job. There's things delegated.
Uh-huh.
And there's a reason why men and women are physically created different.
Yes.
They're designed to do different things.
Mm-hmm.
She provides more nurturing than most men. Men will provide peanut butter, but forget the damn jelly.
Well, not me.
You know? So, a woman makes a house a home.
Yeah.
A man provides the house.
Ooh, talk to him. Okay. What about you?
Yeah, I'm very traditional.
And then
As you
Ernest.
can tell, I'm from Russian country, so yeah, we're very traditional families, and we do have those family values a lot. And yeah, a woman has her place in the house, but still, of course, there should be respect and friendship and love and everything involved. And I have a very great example of my friends who are a great couple. They're married, they have a kid, and I always try to find as many wise advice as I can from them because they live a really happy relationship. And her husband said one time that a man is the captain of the ship.
Okay.
So someone has to rule it. It doesn't mean that a woman cannot be a part of it.
Yeah.
But there should be someone.
That's like the head of it.
The,
And then
the head of
Got
it,
you.
yes. And a smart and wise woman, she will always help him guide that ship.
Okay.
It's not just him by himself.
Yeah. So it's like basically like a head and then team.
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
Okay. For you?
I feel like that a man doesn't make the home. Like he doesn't usually stay around to make it look pretty. Like men are always the ones that are working on very logistic things. Like
Okay.
they'll do like the shower head or like handyman work and like mowing the lawn, and like women can do that too.
Yeah.
But it's mostly the man that is feels like he needs to take responsibility for that, and then women are like the homemakers, like the decorators. And
So for you personally, the gender roles is a thing for you. Like
It
you
is,
want a
it's-
guy to be the provider, this is your security.
it
and things
exists,
like
but I
that.
don't feel like I should be having to depend on them for security. Like I can make my own money. Like I'm able to take care of myself. Like I
Okay.
don't need a man to necessarily do everything around the house. Like I'm able to do that, and it does exist, and it does happen majority of the time where men are doing the handyman work and women are the ones making the food, and men can cook. Obviously they can cook.
Yeah.
Like but they
Give us the
they
grill.
don't
Just give us the grill.
they're not like majority of the time doing that kind of work inside
Yeah.
the house.
Okay.
So I feel like gender roles definitely do exist.
Okay. Talk to me. I know you got some such thing.
I grew up in a very much partnership household, so traditional wasn't my norm. That's really just my answer. Is like I understand tradition, I see it, but with me it doesn't.
Doesn't resonate.
Not really. It makes sense, but it just doesn't resonate with how my upbringing was. So, if one time my father was lacking, my mother stepped up,
Yeah.
and vice versa. So both can do both, and I don't see it. Anything, I think the traditional part is like competition in my sense.
What do you mean?
So say, like I'll piggyback off you. So it's like you're saying men can do like the handiwork and whatnot. I mean, everyone's like, oh, women can do that too, but
Yeah.
I'd take that as a challenge. So it's like if he's making more money than me, bet I'm gonna try to make more money than you.
But that in lies the problem. Oh, go ahead.
Now that
But
becomes
see,
you're
don't
competing against
no
each
no no
other
no no no
instead
no
of
no
acting as a
don't
team.
don't. It's all right. You can have that opinion, but don't twist my words. So what I'm saying is, that's my opinion on tradition.
Okay.
On my opinion. So everybody's gonna have their own right or wrong opinions. You're entitled to your wrong opinion, but that's my opinion.
It's hard to your wrong opinion.
Of course. Of course. Typical.
Okay, so
Right.
Oh no, everybody quiet on set. So for you, when it comes to men and women, you don't think that certain men and women have specific, I guess, skills that you are born with, or you just naturally can do better than the other person?
Honestly, no. Some men
No.
are more nurturing. Some women are more nurturing. Some
Gener-
women are more handy. Some men are more handy.
Okay.
That's how I was raised.
I got you. Yeah.
So that's how I can't see it any way other than that. But I
Other
can
than the
recognize.
50-50.
But I can recognize where tradition lies in other people's households. So
Okay.
it's nothing that I'm against. I just recognize what my upbringing was more so.
And then you wouldn't do the traditional, in a sense, type of thing.
In what way?
I mean, like a traditional relationship. Like the guy is the provider, security, etc., and then you're more like the nurturing housewife type of thing.
It wouldn't make me comfortable.
Okay.
I would want to help provide as well, or you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to just be the housewife.
Okay.
I need action just as much as the man does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think for me, okay, I'm gonna make it super complicated because it is complicated for me. I come from a culture where, you know, traditional like roles for men and women are very, very much a thing, you
Yes,
know, and that's
facts.
how we grew up.
Yeah.
However, me and my husband both actually grew up with single mothers. So we grew up them, you know, being the provider and being the protector and stepping up in
Facts.
every way that they could, and never did we lack anything as far as like, you know, a home and shelter and food and, you know, however, I think that I respect my husband for everything that he's able to do. And I think he also respects me for what I bring
course,
to the
as you
table,
should.
not
Yeah.
just as a woman, but also as a partner.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very crafty and arty and I can make all kinds of things. Do I rather my husband do it? Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, but I'm more than capable of doing
Doing
it by
it yourself,
myself.
yeah.
You know, like if I have to set up a table, I'll do it. You know, if he,
Hold
would
on
I
a
rather
second.
him do it?
Hey. No side talking. All right, go ahead.
Sorry. Would I rather him do it? I think I would. And then I think there's also certain periods in our relationship where I would rather assume a more, what's it called? Traditional role.
yeah, okay.
Like if I'm pregnant, I would want to be able to, you know,
Lean
care of
back
my
and then-
body,
yeah.
you know, and have him, I'm not going to be building no furniture, you know,
Yeah,
like
no,
I want him
got you.
to do that
So you
for
just
me.
revert back. Okay. yeah,
Exactly.
okay.
And I think that maybe after like our children are to a certain age where like they don't need of me as much and like I have the help, you know, that I could feel comfortable leaving them with like my mom or his mom. I would want to, you know, still go back to working and feeling like an individual and like I can do things for myself.
Okay.
And because
So
I
you're willing to
value
go,
that.
So basically, you're willing to go both. You're willing
Yeah,
to go into the
absolutely.
nurture, take care of the kids, as well as provide
Yeah.
and help out.
And I feel confident that my husband would also trust and feel good about that as well.
Okay.
Now, if he was like, no, I just want you to be a stay-at-home mom, I think for a while I would be happy doing that. But after a while, I wouldn't feel fulfilled.
Okay.
And then I would have to be like, okay, I respect the fact that this is what you want for our children and for our marriage and it makes our life easier. But I'm also an individual and I want to feel like an individual again.
Okay, I understand that. Listen.
So,
And speaking to the microphone for me.
so this is kind of a tricky question for me because I feel like I come from a very different dynamic. But I do feel like we are a product of our environment. And I didn't come from a household where it was traditional at all. In fact, it was the opposite of that. I was raised by a single father. So I feel like he taught me how to do things for myself. You know what I mean? But it was still like growing up, it was a partnership between me and him, and we took care of each other.
Yeah.
So I feel like that carried on to my relationship now, you know? And I feel like it's not traditional, but we still, like she said, take care of each other if
Gotcha.
someone
And it's
has
working.
it. Yes.
Okay. Gip.
Yes.
Oh, me. Okay. Well, I'm in a relation. I mean, I'm married to a woman. So,
Okay.
We don't do gender roles. I feel like people confuse like gender roles with like dominancy, and I
Okay.
feel like they're very different. I feel like naturally people are like, oh, the more dominant one is the man, and I don't feel like that's necessarily the case. But even if I was in a relationship with a man, I wouldn't want gender roles involved. Like, I don't want gender roles at all. I don't like them.
Okay, now I gotta push back on you. So you laying in the bed and it's a robber or something busting in the door. Are you looking to be like, nah, babe, I got this?
You are the second Virgo man to ask me, and yes,
You're a
like
Virgo?
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Y'all both gonna be screaming.
yeah. So I feel like no, I'm gonna grab the gun and I'm gonna go downstairs. You get the kids. I'll grab the gun. Like I do.
I think that's cap. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like I dead ass do yard work. Like I be out there like mowing the fucking lawn, like trimming the fucking bushes.
Okay.
Like, doing all that shit. Like,
okay.
I like that stuff. Like that stuff I like. Like.
Okay. The only pushback I gotta give to that is even if you like that stuff or you do that stuff and you were to do that stuff, eventually you may lose respect for the man because he's not doing that stuff. Would that be true or false in your opinion?
No, I feel like you know, you do what you're good at. I'm gonna do what I'm good at. So I feel like we complement each other. That's why we're together. Not necessarily because you know, can cut the grass and you know, it's just more like I can do this that's good. You can do that good. Like we just do what we can that's good. Like even if I was dating a man, like I know it's like controversial, but like if he wanted to like, you know, dress a little more feminine, like if he wanted to wear a dress, like I would
you would be cool with that.
I would be cool with that.
Okay.
I'd be cool with that. Like, let's do it all.
Okay.
Do whatever you feel like. I love you. It doesn't matter.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, if you want to talk, you go ahead and talk. Shit. Go ahead.
So I feel like I'm also as far as traditional, as far as old school, but at the same time, it's 2022. I'm a person who I've learned to adapt, and I see this world as something that's changing. I feel like gender roles can't be the same as they were back when our parents and our grandparents were alive, but at the same time, as a man, there's certain things and certain principles that I stand by and that I want to do based off those principles that I've learned and that I feel comfortable with as what I saw growing up to what led to happiness in my family.
Okay.
So if I saw certain things that the men in my family did and that led to happy marriages, happy lives, happy, you know, families for my cousins, even though I was raised by a single mother, I would want to emulate those men because I feel like that's a way of success. So certain things and certain, you know, characteristics that I got from them, like I want to emulate. But at the same time, I feel like this is a new world where if a girl wanted to take more of a role in a relationship and wanted to be the financial provider, I wouldn't feel the type of way or feel less masculine that she made more money than me. Like if my wife made more money than me, I wouldn't feel a type of way that she made more money. I would be okay because I would still be supporting her both emotionally, both security, and both physically. And that I would be content with.
Okay, that's a question. Would you want to try to make more money, or you would be okay with the money that you are making?
To be honest, I wouldn't want to make more money because I feel like money.
What the fuck?
Women date sideways and up, not sideways and down.
Ooh.
What?
Women date sideways and up, not sideways and down.
Period.
Elaborate, please.
Meaning you need to step up your game on that, level up. Meaning if she's making more money than you, she's going to outgrow you.
You should want to level up as a person.
Agreed. But at the same time, he just said he'd be content.
Yeah,
there's no place for content. That's called regression. So there is no such thing as stagnation.
But why would you feel regress? Because if
wouldn't be feeling it, you are regressing.
I would still be successful. It doesn't mean that I'm stagnant at making less. It would just mean that at this certain point she's making more.
And she will outgrow you.
That in the future I could. No.
You just said you'd be content, did you not?
I would be content.
Okay, so content is different than progress. Content means you're staying still.
Yikes.
Progress means you're moving forward.
Facts.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're staying still, she will drop you because you're not a man on your mission. You're not chasing your goal. And that's attractive to her, not you catering.
Okay.
That's beta.
That's not a thing, though. Like, there are
It is a thing.
There are plenty of
Hold on,
women
you saying
out
it's
there.
not a thing?
Nah,
That is definitely a thing.
Aren't you married to a woman?
Thing, yes.
So you're not married to a man.
Right, but I'm
So then that's very
saying-
different.
Just make sure you know. Just make sure you
Somebody give him a
know.
Tito shot.
I know so many women. I know so many women who literally love men to fucking death, take care of their ass.
And
but for
they
how
talk
long?
shit about them
Lay
too.
around, like, for married to them. Married to them, they come home, they play their video games, like
They playing video games and she's still
and she
loving.
is fucking
Sugar
loving
mama.
him.
That's called
Taking
insecurity.
Sugar
care
mama.
of him.
That's called
Not
low
that-
self-esteem and
they
insecurity.
that's work that works for them. Like, a lot of people are saying, like, oh, you know, this, I see that and I want to do what they do. But it's like, what works for people works for
And
people.
we'll see in the long run if they last 20 years or if they just get to the 5 years and they bounce or maybe
I
they're
don't
cheating
know,
on
how
each other
well has it
already.
worked for you?
Are they happy?
Well, considering how I'll say this.
Okay.
I've been a dating coach.
Okay.
So I know what it takes, and I also know that women don't date sideways and down and stay with that person very long.
That's facts.
They don't stay around very long because women like a lifestyle as well. And if the woman is providing it all on her own, she's going to look sideways at him.
Period.
It's only a matter of time.
Matter of fact, let's go around the room real quick. Hold on, let's go around the room real quick. We got a lot of ladies in the building. Would you date someone that makes less money than you for extended period of time? Would you be the financial person?
He would not be. I would not be. I would say that he will not be interested for me.
Oh, interesting.
He will lose his attraction to me.
Okay.
Thank you.
I feel like they should be trying to, better themselves, and I wouldn't be able to stay with someone like that, that isn't trying to better themselves and trying to get on the same level as me, or even that I'm trying, I'm providing for them solely.
Yeah.
Okay. They need to, step it up a little bit.
All right.
What's the question?
The question is, would you be taking care of somebody, meaning financially, if someone made less money than you? Would you be okay with that, or would you want them to progress and make more money than you?
Always progression.
Okay.
If I'm progressing, they should progress as well.
But what if they're progressing at a slower rate or some shit?
As long as they're progressing.
Okay, cool.
I think that if I'm making more money than my husband for a long period of time, based off, let's say I become an author and write this super successful book.
Of course, that's different.
As long as he is also growing, I would be okay with that as well. Now, I think I want to touch back into what this young lady next to you said. I do think that men, after a while, might start to feel insecure, though. I do think that maybe it would affect my partner more than it would affect me.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't see my partner as any less, because if I'm successful and he's happy and fulfilled in his career and growing in his career, and just because I'm taking off at a higher rate doesn't mean I'm not comfortable with that. I'm happy for us. This is for our home. But I do think that after a while, men do start to become really insecure about how they provide, or that maybe he would start to feel less of if he's not feeling as successful as me. And I think that at that point it would affect our relationship.
Okay. Yes or no? Would you date someone that makes less money than you for a long period of time?
Would I date them?
Yeah, date, marry, etc.
No.
Okay. No, we skipping y'all too. Ellie. Because y'all answered already. That's why.
No. But now I just have to know, is there a reason? Are you just, is your third bowl of cereal a day? Go do something.
Okay.
Another job.
Yeah, so you just want them to level up. Okay. Okay. All right, and then we're going to start on this side with Ellie. Final thoughts, and then what's your IG? If you have any questions or any smoke for any of the panelists, now is your chance, and then your IG.
Okay.
Yikes.
One of the super chats said you can't act single in
Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. Let me cut you off really quickly. I did skip 2 super chats. Let me see. Where you at? All right, Casual says, adding to the tip jar, good seeing your podcast growing. The cap with these XX never stops.
What's XX?
Thank you for that super chat. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. Black sends another super chat. He says, stop saying I feel like, speak with conviction.
Make us.
Thank you for that super chat. I really appreciate that. Now back to Ellie.
Okay. So the super chat said you can't act single in a relationship, but
And can you talk into the microphone for me, please?
yes, oh my gosh. You can't act single in a relationship, but being single and being in a relationship is purely that part of your life. It's not saying you can't be you while being with someone else, because then there's you and then there's you with a partner. Are you telling me not to be me, who I am as a person without
100%.
So you're telling me not to be me when I'm in a relationship?
Because if you were single, you're gonna act a certain way.
Single
Yes.
stuff. Talking to people, dating, blah, blah, blah. That's about being in a relationship. I wouldn't be doing that if I'm in a relationship.
Yeah, but it comes
But me
more
being
than
as
just talking. It could be going out too much. It could be having a lot of male friends. It could be a whole host of two. Whatever your guy is not comfortable with is what I'm saying.
That's only in that category of me as a person.
Got you.
That's that category.
Mm-hmm.
And that changes when you're in a relationship. However it changes, however it works with you guys, that's the way it changes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
You guys can find me on Instagram at itsss.elyy.
All right. Chris.
final comments. I'm just gonna leave it at the way it is. I saw a lot of funny chats in there. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. But y'all can follow me at og.lavacquiero.com or not .com, but oglavacquiero.
All right. Yep.
I need another glass of wine. That's all I have to say. And you can follow me at Gabrielle, GABRIELLE.ICE.
Okay. Listen. Alyssa.
I heard you the first time.
Well, come on.
Y'all just love me, huh? Not for real. You guys can follow me at Alyssa_Zenitram.
You guys can follow me at Lily
Also,
Likes
if you're
the
in
Flower.
Atlanta,
Oh, I'm sorry. Also, if you guys are in ATL, if you're an aspiring model or a photographer, you guys are welcome to my event next weekend on Saturday, February 12th, Aquarius Attraction. You guys can DM me if you guys are interested.
all right.
Lily Like the Flower on Instagram.
Okay.
Oh, no, I
No,
got
she
mine.
got her own
mine.
microphone.
I was about to grab it too. I was like, yes. You can follow me at MikoNT on Instagram.
Okay.
Bashkar Cash on IG.
All right.
Well, if there are any people who speak Russian here, they can follow me because everything is in Russian.
Got you.
Sorry. So it's Ina, INNA_USA.
Okay.
Follow me at Karate Mike 76.
Karate Mike 76. All right. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you want to follow anybody that was, oh shit, we got a big ass YouTuber in this bitch.
Which one?
And what up, bro? If you want to follow anybody that's in this panel, you're welcome to in the description below. Join the Patreon army, and we out. Peace.
Bye.